Could have been a week ago.
It could have been. Would it even matter to y'all if it was a week ago or 6 months? Would that like give some type of
Maybe some
validity?
people.
Some people might be like, "Oh hell no, I'm not listening to them. They only been married for 2 weeks. They don't know shit about this married life."
Right.
You right? Like hell no, they new in the game. They
Right.
can't help me with my issues. Damn, that's a good point. So tell them, babe.
I mean, we might need somebody to jump on here and help us with our
That's true
issues.
too. Like anybody been past that decade marker, that dub, definitely. I'm up to hear any type of listening. You can
Just a
never.
dub.
No, I'm just saying like 10 to 20 years I can listen to you. Like you talk about 5 years, I can still hear what you got to say, but we've been through.
Is that because we're at 5 years?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Like I'm already here. You know what I'm saying? I got here, so I mean, what else you gonna tell me that I shouldn't already know? Which in our relationship that we got here. So like 5 years, like I hear you. Like we can have parallel conversation, but we can't intersect. Like you can't take the ball up. Like if it was a RPO, like a run pass option, I'm pulling it out and I'm running
okay.
as a quarterback. But if you got 10 to 20 years,
Okay.
yo, I might let you tote that rock through that line. I
If you
might.
talk to somebody 10 to 20 years, a lot of men will probably say, don't, probably should have never got married, right?
Well, I gotta listen. I gotta take that
Isn't
into.
that, wouldn't that be the advice you would give?
I no, is that the advice I would give?
Yeah.
I would tell people to wait
Oh,
until you feel it necessary and you feel it up on you to get married. See? Like right there, I got Go Dojo announcements coming. It's Sunday. That's what parent life is like. You get Go Dojo announcements. And
class?
yeah, it's class. Like it's
Class
Sunday.
dojo?
We getting class dojo.
Oh, okay.
All right?
I was wondering what
Yeah, like
gold
she'll
dojo
get it
is.
next. But no, I would not tell people don't get married. I would just say wait, don't rush it.
Oh, okay.
So you still ain't even tell these people how long we've been married.
I said 5.
Oh, you said 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I
you
said, oh, that's where we're at.
okay? So
You
yeah.
don't remember
So
that?
how you feel about 10 to 20 years?
Would I take advice from somebody?
Yeah, like do you
I
feel
mean,
like
I'm
that?
here. I'm gonna listen to anybody,
Oh,
whether it's 2 years,
yeah.
3 years. I mean, because you just don't know what another couple's been through. Their two
Okay.
years doesn't have to be the same as our 2 years. I mean, maybe something that they experience in that 2 years, if it's something that we happen to have go on in our relationship, whether we're 10 years or 5 years in. I mean, taking their advice on like if you run into this type of situation or this is how we handle the situation or communication and things like that. I mean, somebody at 2 years could have told us communication is critical, in a marriage, being able to talk to your spouse and be able to have that open communication. They could have told me that in 2 years, and if at this point in our marriage, if I felt like we was lacking that, then it would be advice that I would take, even though they was 2 years in, right? So I think it really depends on what they've experienced in their marriage, not necessarily the time to listen. You can always listen to somebody's advice. You don't have to necessarily implement it. It's just another perspective
That's true. That's why I use the words
of the
here.
situation.
Like I can hear them. I can
But
hear
you
them.
don't want to hear nobody even at 5.
No, I said I hear them. I
Below
said I
5.
hear them.
You don't want to hear nobody below 5.
Like 5 and below, I'll hear you.
Mm.
But 10 to 20, I'm really listening, taking like, okay, let me take some notes, cause I haven't been there yet. So
Oh, okay.
that's like somebody telling me how to get somewhere that I haven't been, and they've been there. So like I'm really in tune because I want to know how you got there. Like I say, that's like if a billionaire come talk to you. Like I know you done made a billion. So if they come talk to you and start giving you jewels about how to get there, you're really taking notes. But if somebody who ain't even made a billion or a million come talk to you about making a billion, you don't have the same like keen in or attentive to them because it's like the hell, this all fairy tale. Like you ain't even got it. Like you, I not so I hear you because we want to be motivated to get the money, but I'm not really listening and taking mental notes from that because you obviously you haven't achieved it yet. So it's one thing to be inspired and like encourage somebody. It's another thing to really be tuned in and take notes on listening how to structure a pathway to get here because this person's navigated through this battlefield and made it to that endpoint. So that's what I'm saying, difference between here and listening.
Um,
So that's what I'm saying.